What's up, buddy? Welcome back to Filmflix. So, you're into those edge-of-your-seat rescue and survival flicks based on real stuff? Well, you're in for a treat today. In this video, we're counting down the best rescue and survival movies you can't forget and love in 2024, and trust me, this list is going to blow your mind. So, are you ready to jump into some real-life stories that'll leave you feeling pumped and inspired? Awesome! Let's get this show on the road. In 127 Hours, the movie tells the real story of a man named Aaron Ralston, played by James Franco. Aaron is an adventurous climber who goes hiking in a remote canyon in Utah. While climbing, he accidentally falls and gets trapped by a large rock that pins his arm against the canyon wall. He realizes he is alone and has no way to call for help. As time passes, Aaron tries different ways to free himself, using his tools and thinking about his life. He also remembers moments with his family and friends. The film shows how Aaron struggles to survive in this tough situation. He faces many challenges and must make difficult choices to try to escape. Throughout the movie, there are flashbacks that give more background about his life. The story focuses on his fight for survival over the 127 hours he is trapped, providing a clear view of the situation he faces.
Listen up. We have been boarded by armed pirates. If they find you, remember, you know the ship, they don't. Stick together.
In Captain Phillips, the movie is based on the true story of a cargo ship called the Maersk, Alabama. The film begins with Captain Richard Phillips, played by Tom Hanks, preparing for a trip from Oman to the United States. As the ship travels through the waters off the coast of Somalia, it is attacked by a group of Somali pirates. The pirates board the ship, and Captain Phillips tries to protect his crew. During the attack, the crew hides, but the pirates capture Phillips and take him hostage on a lifeboat. The U.S. Navy is informed and sends ships to help rescue him. The movie shows the tense interactions between Phillips and the pirates, as well as the efforts of the Navy to resolve the situation. Throughout the film, there are scenes on the ship and in the lifeboat, focusing on the struggle for control and survival, clearly presenting the story of the hijacking and rescue efforts.
We got cloud coming up through the valley. It's a lot of it.
Oh
no. In Everest, the movie tells the true story of climbers attempting to reach the summit of Mount Everest, the highest mountain in the world. The film begins by introducing a group of climbers from different countries, all preparing for the challenge. The main guide, Rob Hall, played by Jason Clarke, leads the group and helps them get ready for the climb. They begin their journey from base camp, facing tough weather and difficult climbing conditions. As they make their way up the mountain, they encounter various obstacles, such as steep ice walls and thin air. The climbers work together, using ropes and tools to help each other. As they get closer to the top, a sudden storm hits, bringing strong winds and heavy snow, which makes climbing very dangerous. The team has to make important decisions about their safety as they try to reach the summit while also looking out for one another. The movie shows the beauty of the mountain, the challenges of high-altitude climbing, and the teamwork needed to face the difficulties of the journey.
Nine days ago, 12 boys and their coach are trapped in the flooded caves.
13 Lives is a movie based on the true story of a soccer team of boys trapped in a flooded cave in Thailand. The film begins when the boys, along with their coach, go to explore the cave after practice. While they are inside, heavy rain falls and the cave fills with water, blocking their way out. The boys and their coach find a small dry area where they can wait for help. Meanwhile, their families and the local community become worried when they do not return. Search and rescue teams are formed, and divers from around the world come to assist. The movie shows the efforts of these divers as they plan how to reach the boys. They face many challenges, including strong currents and narrow passages in the cave. As the divers work hard to save the boys, the situation becomes more dangerous. The film focuses on the teamwork and bravery of everyone involved in the rescue operation, highlighting the problems they encounter while trying to bring the boys back to safety.
How many of you?
13.
13! They're all alive.
Can we go out now?
Sully.
Sully, we're too low.
Sully.
Sully is a movie about Captain Chesley Sully Sullenberger, who was played by Tom Hanks. The story begins on January 15, 2009, when Sully is piloting U.S. Airways Flight 1549 from New York to North Carolina. Shortly after takeoff, the plane hits a flock of geese, which damages the engines. Sully quickly realizes that the plane cannot reach the airport and must land. He decides to land in the Hudson River. The movie shows how Sully and his crew work together to keep everyone calm and safe. After the successful water landing, rescue boats arrive, and all 155 passengers and crew members are saved. Following the incident, Sully faces an investigation about his decision to land in the river. The film explores the challenges he faces during the investigation and how he defends his actions. Throughout the movie, there are flashbacks to Sully's life as a pilot, showing his experience and training. The story highlights the importance of quick thinking and teamwork in a crisis situation.
The only way in, the only way out.
How much longer?
About an hour.
The 33 is a movie based on the true story of a mining accident in Chile in 2010. The film begins with a group of 33 miners working deep underground in a gold and copper mine. One day, while they are working, a large rockfall traps them inside the mine. The miners quickly realize that they are stuck and that no one knows they are there. They have limited food and water, so they must find ways to survive while waiting for help. Meanwhile, outside the mine, their families and rescue teams begin to search for them. The Chilean government and mining experts start planning a rescue operation to reach the trapped miners. The movie shows the teamwork and leadership of the miners as they organize themselves and try to stay hopeful. It also highlights the struggles of the families waiting above ground for news. Eventually, the rescue team finds a way to reach the miners, and they work hard to bring them back to safety. The film focuses on the determination and strength of both the miners and the rescue teams during this difficult time.
Señor Timoteo, tu rescatamiento es verdad. Ayudarme a encontrar a mi hermano.
Sound of Freedom is a movie based on true events. This story follows Tim Ballard, who works for a government agency. He is focused on fighting against child trafficking. One day, Tim learns about a young girl who has been taken and is in danger. He decides he cannot just sit and do nothing, so he leaves his job to help rescue her. Tim teams up with other people who want to stop child trafficking. They go to different places, including dangerous areas, to find the girl and others who are missing. The movie shows the work that goes into tracking down these children and the challenges they face during the rescue missions. Tim and his team's efforts are shown through various scenes of investigation and action. The film emphasizes the problem of child trafficking and the importance of trying to help those who cannot help themselves. It is a straightforward account of Tim's mission to save children from a terrible situation.
The map, and the people are coming to save you. All you have to do.
Jungle is a movie based on the true story of a young man named Yossi Ginsberg, played by Daniel Radcliffe, who travels to the Amazon rainforest in South America in the 1980s. Yossi is looking for adventure and decides to join a group of travelers, including a guide named Carl and a photographer named Kevin. They plan to explore the jungle and search for a lost tribe. As they journey deeper into the rainforest, they face many challenges, including difficult terrain and dangerous wildlife. The group becomes separated after a series of events, and Yossi finds himself alone in the jungle without food or supplies. He must use his skills and instincts to survive in the harsh environment. The movie shows Yossi's struggle as he tries to find his way back to safety while dealing with the dangers of the jungle. Throughout the film, there are scenes of the beautiful yet perilous landscape, highlighting the challenges of survival and the importance of determination in the face of adversity.
the money to spare.
No one has ever been richer than you are at this moment. What would it take for you to feel...
All the Money in the World is a movie based on the true story of the kidnapping of John Paul Getty III, a young man from a wealthy family. The film starts with John Paul, played by Charlie Plummer, who is living in Italy. One day, he is kidnapped by a group of men who want to demand a ransom from his grandfather, J. Paul Getty, played by Christopher Plummer. Getty is one of the richest men in the world, but he is not willing to pay the ransom. Instead, he believes that paying would encourage more kidnappings. John Paul's mother, Gail, played by Michelle Williams, is desperate to save her son and tries to convince Getty to help. As the story unfolds, Gail works with the police and private investigators to negotiate with the kidnappers. The movie shows the tension between Gail's fight to get her son back and Getty's reluctance to part with his money. Throughout the film, there are scenes of the negotiations and the challenges faced by both the family and the police in the search for John Paul. The story explores themes of family, wealth, and the lengths one will go to for loved ones.
So it begins.
The Aeronauts is a movie set in the 1860s that follows the story of a scientist named James Glacier, played by Eddie Redmayne, and a daring balloonist named Amelia Wren, played by Felicity Jones. The film begins with James wanting to gather weather data from high in the sky. He believes that flying in a hot air balloon will help him understand weather patterns better. Amelia agrees to help him, and together they prepare for a big ascent. They fill the balloon with hot air and rise high above the ground. As they climb, they experience different weather conditions and beautiful views. The movie shows their exciting journey as they go higher than anyone has before. However, as they reach extreme altitudes, they face challenges such as freezing temperatures and strong winds. They must work together to navigate these problems. Throughout the film, there are flashbacks that reveal more about their lives and motivations. The story highlights the spirit of adventure and the desire for knowledge in a time when ballooning was new and risky. All right, buddy, we're wrapping it up. And hey, if you're all about those mind-blowing action flicks and can't miss adventures, hit up that video right there for the best explosive action and adventure movies you can't miss in 2024. It's going to be epic. Trust me. I'll catch you on the flip side, yeah? Thanks for hanging out with me today. Peace out.